Hey, welcome back to Premiumscape.
Say, guys.
This is Chris. I'm Shane. And we're happy to be here on Let's
Talk About It. You thought they forgot my name, really?
I mean, you never know, man.
Had to introduce me again. I mean, it's not like we haven't done a slew of these already.
I introduced myself then.
Well, you did do that.
All
right. Thank you for introducing me. I appreciate that.
I didn't
Don't
say
let me hang
Mr. Premiumscape. That's what
I'm not Mr. Premiumscape. You are.
I know.
I'm just a laggy. I'm the Robin to your Batman. You know that, right?
I have become Mr. Premium.
Yeah, at school you were just a megastar.
I know.
I ain't even known. They don't even know I exist. All right, let's get on to some figures here. And guys, we got Jamie here with us today too. He's behind the camera. He may ask some questions. He may not. But we'll figure it out as we go along.
Now, first question.
There we go. Listen to that. What's the first question?
Who are you filming with over here, Shane?
Oh, his name is Chris.
I got you. Okay, I got you.
Okay.
You think the shave would have anything to do with it?
That's what
I don't know. I don't know.
It looks like a whole new guy.
Trying to look like Jamie.
Looks good.
Looks
good.
We are down to our last three
Yes.
cards, everybody, for the Rise of the Valkyrie set. After that, we'll have to go straight into wave one.
I'm looking forward to that wave.
In order to complete Rise of the Valkyrie, we only got three more cards. So, it seems like it's went by so fast. Really.
I know. In the beginning, it's like, golly, we got a lot of cards to go through.
Yeah.
Now here we are at the end, and we're like, oh, man, this has been so fun.
All right,
let's go. All right, here we go. Who's he got? Who's he got? Oh, man, look at this.
Oh, man. Marro Warriors. Renegade likes these ones.
Man, yeah, we got a lot to talk about on these guys. We really do. We got so much to talk about.
It just dawns on Chris when I say little things.
Oh, let's go here. All right, Shane's going to show you these figures up close, and I'm going to read here a little bit about them. They're Marro. Once again, they're a unique squad. They're warriors. They're wild. They're a medium 4. They got 1 life. They move 6. They got a 6 range. They're firing 2 attack dice. They got 3 defense dice. They got water clone. It says, instead of attacking with all the Marro warriors, 1 at a time, roll 20-sided dice for each Marro warrior in play. If you roll 15 or higher, place a previously destroyed Marro warrior in the same space adjacent to that Marro warrior. Any Marro warrior on a water space needs a 10 or higher to water clone. You may only water clone after you move. And back in the day, when we first started this lovely game, these guys were only 50 points.
They're unique, y'all.
They are unique.
You can't have more than one squad.
So they were 50 points. And if you watch one of our previous videos, I talked about the Taran Vikings being probably one of the best 50-point killer squads out there. And they still are, because when I say these guys are 50 points, that's a used-to-be thing.
Mm-hmm.
Renegade changed their prices, and now they're 105 points. So they a little bit more than doubled. So that kind of took away their really specialness. I mean, they still do everything they do on the card.
Once again, back on the point talk. I don't mind if you're going to raise them a little bit, but come on. 105?
Shane cannot stand these point raises, guys. It just... It's so over his head.
That is over everybody's head. That's 105. It's 55 more points.
Now, as for me, I don't mind point raises, period. Like I've said in previous videos where we've had these point raises talking about it. But what I want,
new card.
I want a card with the proper price on it.
But just change it from 105 to something lower before you
like
make
120 maybe, you know? I mean, Shane loves these point raises. But like I said, Renegade, make a card pack. People are going to buy these. For instance, would I buy it? Yes. Shane, would you buy it?
Yeah, I'd buy the card
Jamie,
pack.
Would you buy it?
Oh, gotcha.
See, so, I mean, there's 3 people that would buy it all that. And I'm going to venture to say everybody that's got these old sets that plays is going to go snap him right off a shelf, okay? It's just a money maker. I mean, people make money off Yu-Gi-Oh! That's cards. They make money off Magic. That's card. I mean, there's all kinds of card games out there, and they make money because they sell it. There's no way you don't make money by just producing these cards. I mean, I'm thinking it costs more to make a premium painted figure than it does to make a card. Wouldn't you think?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it would cost them hardly nothing to make those cards, and that's not misinformation.
So we're begging you. We are definitely begging you to make these cards. And that's only why we're stressed so much. You're going to make money. I don't think you don't make money. I just don't. So, you know, and as far as playing with these guys, gosh, we got to really talk about playing with them. And we even haven't hit that point.
All you want to talk about is new cards?
Well, you know.
I mean, you talk about me being aggravated about the points, but I don't talk about it that
between
long.
The both
it
of us.
disgustes me so much, I don't even talk about it that long.
I guess it's just one of those things, man.
They are a great squad. I mean, when it comes right down to it, they're great. They can rejuvenate just like any other Marrow. Their number to rejuvenate in water is actually really good.
Yeah.
10 or higher, right?
Yeah, that's 50% chance. So.
They're good movement. They move at 6. That's above average movement.
Yep. 6
their,
range is
their
a great
range is 6. That's great. And their attack is only 2, but that's going to be 3 on height, which they could easily get. And then their defense is average 3. Right. So, I mean, they are a really good unit. They're Marrow. They're unique.
And once again,
they're warriors, and they're also wild.
I've also played with these guys.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fun if you're out there shooting. What I always do, a strategy of mine, what I'd always do is I would send 3 of them out into the field to fight, and I'd keep one
on
dude
a water
back.
Space, yeah.
And then, you know, if they get wiped out, use him to regen and just start gen. There's nothing in the world like playing this game, knowing your whole unit just gets wiped out, and then before they can get to you, you've regened a whole new unit again.
Yeah.
That is probably one of the, I mean, in life it means nothing, I guess. But, you know, when you're playing this game, you're just like, yeah, I got my unit back. I'm back in this thing. And same as reverse. When you play against them, you hate to see your opponent, you hate to see them regenerate one figure because it just eats at you because you're sitting there trying to kill them, you know?
But they are still used, probably not now that they're 105 points. I mean, if you made them 80 points, you'd probably still, some people would probably still use them. 80 wouldn't be too bad.
You know, I could see them letting them be at 100 points.
But no.
That other 5 is just a weird number to throw on. Because a lot of your range units today are pricey. Because range and shooting in this game is a premium. I mean, it's you don't get a lot of it, and that's probably why most of your shooters, you know, don't have high dice numbers. They just don't do it.
I would go around 80, but.
I mean, you're talking about a 4-man shooting squad. That's why they raised the Minutemen, the Redcoats. They raised all them.
Yeah, let's just raise all the ranged units when most of the time the melees go in there and destroy them.
Well, you know.
And the only thing they had was range.
That's kind of like what real life is. The range people just sit back and shoot and shoot and shoot. The melee people are getting in there and just grounding it out. I mean, I understand it. I just want the new cards to go with it. I know you don't. Well, I mean, you'd like to have the new cards,
I'd like
too.
to have new cards, but yeah, you definitely need to come up with a better point system before
Let
you
me
do
ask you
that.
something.
I mean, maybe if Delta and Renegade
Delta.
meet in
Delta.
the middle, then
I
we
only
would
wanna hear
have
about
maybe
Delta.
like this perfect point system.
I tell you what, with all these other reasons, I bet if they would take Taylor and drop him by about 30 points, you'd be the happiest man alive.
That'd never happen, though.
I'm just saying.
only
I'm
raise
just saying,
my guys.
I'm just
They
saying,
don't
if
roll
it
them.
did, wouldn't you feel good?
I would feel a little
See.
bit better, yeah.
Do they ever lower one?
No,
Not yet they
Renegade.
have.
Delta now, yes.
Not
They'll
yet they
lower
have.
them in Delta.
But you know what? That's
Renegade hasn't never lowered nobody, but now they ain't been doing it that long either. So,
But you know, that's actually something that I just thought about entirely, and that is, you know,
and that's the reason they probably can't make cards because they don't know when they're going to raise or.
That's another idea though about this game that's different than probably from a lot of other games. You know, if Renegade wanted to, and I won't go too far on this, but since this is a point change and I can talk about it, I think it would be actually devastatingly awesome if Renegade took like these squads and just did away with the old card and just redid a whole new card. And not saying do away with their powers, but tweak them. And tweak them to where their points ain't so crazy out of line.
No, I don't want the cards tweaked. Just tweak the points. You can make a better point system without jacking them up that high.
I'm just saying. I mean, like, for instance, instead of having a 6 range, maybe they go to a 5 range. Instead of a 6 move, they go to a 5 move. Now they can jack it back down to like 70 points. See, I mean, that'd be a good thing. You haven't lost nothing that means Marro Warrior, but yet you have dropped the points.
Then they're changing the old cards. I mean, they're changing the old figures if they do that. They ain't going to do that.
Well,
you might as
they
well
may
give
not.
up on that.
I'm just saying it's an idea, throwing it out there in case they happen to watch our little bitty channel, which I think they do. I'm not sure, but anyway.
They obviously watch it. But anyway, we'll not talk about that.
All right, I got
We're
you.
talking about Marros.
We are trying to talk about Marros. We are definitely trying to get through this one.
So, how would I think of these figures? I think they are very good. They're still used to the day, and they're also from the very first set, another squad that is still used to the day, which out of that whole master set still amazes me of how many figures is still used to today.
And once again, these guys shouldn't be very much out there. $5 probably.
Yeah, should be cheap.
And also pay attention, guys, when you're out there. If you're on like Facebook Marketplace or if you're on eBay or something like that, there are other Marro figures out there that are more expensive, very expensive, and you got to be careful to make sure they got the proper figures in there, because there's some out there called cell dividers, and people try to sell those things for like 120 a squad or something like that. It's ridiculous. And I've seen people representing cell dividers, the card there, and then have one or two of these figures in there like a cell divider. They're
Where
not.
you have the Marros kind of resemble each other, people try to cheat you out of them.
I don't know if they really, I mean, some people may try to cheat you.
You know they're trying.
Some people just may not know what they got. It's a possibility. You know, they're digging through the box and they find a handful of figures and they find this card and they're like, oh yeah, this looks like them goofy space creatures, and then they just throw it all out there.
Chris can find the good in anybody else.
I try, you know, I can't help it. That's why I'm still around Shane. I'm trying to find that one. But anyway, no, I'm just joking.
But they're a great squad on big battle boards and tournament maps, either one. Anytime you got a range squad, they can be good on big battle boards.
Yeah.
So they're good both ways, and like I always say, what do you rank them?
Yeah, well, these guys are good. That water clone works in water, and the new swamp tile. So it's all the same. Good team, good squad. I probably wouldn't want to see the point change on them, but it doesn't bother me that it did. So I'm good either way. I just like to have the new cards and new points.
To A or S.
Yeah.
105 better be an S.
Yeah, they're good. They're all right. Look here, he's in the water.
Now, if they change them to the common squad, would the point system be okay then?
Yeah, you better make them 105 if they're common.
If they're common, you're going to see even more of them on the board. And that would be devastating.
If they're common, you might want to yank them up to 110 even. I mean, because they can water clone real easy.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of these dudes, that'd be a nightmare in a common squad. And I normally don't want to say that because I love commons, but Marrow Warriors as commons, you're looking at a beast. I mean, that would be, I wouldn't want to fight them, would you?
and see, if they redid the card, they could even change it like they did for the Frostclaw Paladins. On the Frostclaw Paladins, if some of them run, they lose their offense down to 1 dice. As in for the ones who didn't run, they get their full attack, right? Mm-hmm. So they could change these two. They can still move and attack, but if you don't attack, then you can water clone.
Yeah, Chris, they're not going to change.
I'm throwing out ideas, okay?
This started out as points, not ability.
I get it. I'm just throwing it out there.
They can make new figures to do these ideas.
I get it.
Change the old
I get it. But if you're going to change points, there's a lot of different things you can change. That's all. So. I think we've talked too much about these guys.
Oh yeah, I mean they're great.
Yeah, they are. They're good guys.
That's all I got to say. And as usual, what I always say: like and subscribe.
Yeah, and remember, guys, if you set your order markers right, you might win that fight.
That's right. Peace out.